Welcome to Smyrna Presbyterian Church. We wanted to provide an instructional video for our members and visitors as the Lord has been gracious to give us freedom to open or reopen, as we might say, May 17th. And so what we wanted to do is provide direction and perspective as to what it would be like. How will you experience that? And so I want you to come along with us as we begin to show you this is what you can expect. You'll notice here the doors are open and they will remain open as it pertains to entering and leaving the building. And so when you pull into the parking lot, you will not have to touch the doors on either side. All the doors will be propped open for your convenience. Well, come with me as we go ahead and look into what other things will we be doing. Next, we want to remind you, part of the reason why we have these things is to provide a safe environment, a secure, a sanitized environment for your experience. And so we want to encourage you with the precautions we are trying to take. We aren't saying to you that we are eliminating all risk, but we are doing everything we can to minimize as much risk as possible. So to do that, one thing that we're going to do is, you can see the caution tape here. We will have both the fellowship hall and the nursery wing on the other side will be blocked off. You will not be able to go in or come out those doors. And so these areas will be off limits. Again, to keep things safe and sanitized and to eliminate as much contact with doors as possible, one thing that we're going to do is prop open the women and the men's bathroom. You'll notice they will be propped up upon coming, and this is only so that you don't have to touch the door entering or leaving. There will, of course, be paper towels and soap and things like that for you, but we wanted to minimize contact with the building as much as possible. We'll follow along as we look into what it'll be like at the sanctuary. Before entering the sanctuary, we'll come to the narthex, and this has been an area in which we congregate and hang out and fellowship. Unfortunately, during this time, we won't be doing that. And so things that you will notice in the narthex, we will have these doors right here propped open, weather permitting, to kind of create fresh air. Again, notice that the doors are propped open on the other hall. That is, again, so that you can enter and leave on both sides without having to come in contact with the door. Now, if you were with us on March 15th, the last service we had, you would have noticed that there was a big table here and the bulletins were spread out there. That will not be here on May 17th. We actually have a different plan to aid you in worship with the bulletins. And so I want to help you as it relates to what will it be like as you enter and leave the sanctuary, and where will the bulletins be for your convenience. So follow along. Here again, you'll notice that the doors are already open. You will come and you will meet a deacon who will usher you to your seat. There's a seating chart provided. You will notice it in the video to give you a little bit of a heads up as to this is which pew you will be sitting in. Of course, on the seating chart, we don't have your names, but that Sunday morning when you come, they will seat you in the seating that is best for your family and best for the congregation. And so this is what it'll look like. You'll come in, there will be an usher. The deacon will usher you down to whatever seat, whatever pew is best fit for your family. And when you arrive, what you will notice is that the bulletins are already in the pew for you. So one family unit will sit here, and then obviously on the next family unit, or the next pew, you'll notice that the family unit is on the other side. But the bulletins are already in the pew, and that's for you so that you do not have to touch them ahead of time, and there's little to no contact with other aspects of the service and of people. Now, what can you expect as it relates to the worship service? Well, we would like to encourage you, if you're not going to be here in person, which is absolutely okay and very understandable, we will have all of our live stream, as we have been doing, available and up and running. And so please stay tuned on the live stream. But if you are here in person, what you're used to is having a choir and someone leading. We will not have a choir, but we will have somebody leading in music. It will look and sound almost like it has sounded these last few weeks on the live stream. So that's what you can expect. And the rest of the liturgy from Pastor Joel and myself will be as standard as usual. So you will experience what you have been experiencing, Lord willing. Again, we're so thankful for the grace of God that has provided an opportunity for us to come again into His presence as His people. And we want to rejoice and be glad as we would come May 17th, Lord willing, to worship. And so we want to provide you with this video as an aid. But then again, we want to remind you of a perspective that says, if you can't make it, because it's unsafe for you and your health condition or vulnerability, we absolutely understand, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody will judge you for coming or for not coming, but we want to encourage you to pray and to take into consideration what is best for you and your family. If you have any questions, please reach out to your shepherding elder. And of course, as always, if you have any more questions, Pastor Joel and myself would love to hear from you. So if there's anything we can do, we want to make ourselves available. Well, I hope to see you either through the live stream, knowing that you're in attendance, or in person come May 17th. Until then, may the Lord bless you.